Welcome to the treasure map of hidden fortunes hiding in plain sight inside your coin collection. Today, we unlock a vault so powerful, so electrifying, that what you're about to see might just change your life forever. Did you know that a small silver dime, often forgotten in drawers and passed down as pocket change, could be the key to unlocking a six-figure fortune? In this video, we dive deep into the top 5 ultra-rare Roosevelt silver dimes that are not just rare, they are millionaire makers, wealth awakeners, and untouched treasures in today's auction market. These aren't just coins, they are keys to wealth, pieces of American history, and portals to a life you never thought was possible. If you own one, you are sitting on a throne of fortune. This is not hype, this is real. This is your moment. Let's begin. Let's begin this legendary countdown with a coin that seems ordinary at first glance. But under the collector's eye, it's a blazing fire of value and rarity. The Roosevelt silver dime from 1964 with the D mint mark, found in fine condition. Coin number 1. Now here's the history behind the legend. The year was 1964, a monumental year. Not only because it marked the last year of 90% silver coin production, but also because this specific Denver Mint issue became a symbol of transition. After 1964, the U.S. government began phasing out silver from coinage. So every 1964 Roosevelt dime isn't just metal, it's the final chapter of a silver era. This dime is made of 90% silver and 10% copper, with a total weight of 2.5 grams, but it holds the weight of a mountain of gold in today's collector's market. Its design showcases President Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse, a tribute to the man who led America through its darkest economic days. The reverse features a torch flanked by an olive branch and oak branch, representing liberty, peace, and strength. But here's the twist. What makes the 1964 with D so explosively valuable isn't just the silver or the date. It's the hidden strike anomalies, the die varieties, and the astonishing preservation of detail even in fine condition. Experts believe only a microscopic number of these dimes survived circulation in such original state, and that scarcity is now sparking bidding wars at private auctions and elite numismatic shows. And now, the moment of wealth revelation. The current auction market value for this coin in fine condition stands at an unbelievable $221,000. Yes, you heard that right. Over $221,000. Not pennies, not hundreds, thousands. This isn't just pocket change, it's pocket treasure. A dime that can change your destiny overnight. You may already be holding this dime unknowingly. It might be sitting in your father's drawer. It may be forgotten in a coin jar. But if you find one, you're not just lucky, you're holding what collectors call a vault key. Here's a tip for collectors. Make sure to look closely at the mint mark. Authenticity is everything. Look for sharp rims, legible D marks, and smooth, high-relief details on Roosevelt's profile. Don't clean it. Preserving its originality is what inflates its worth to monumental levels. And the conclusion? This is not just a silver dime. This is a millionaire whisperer. If you own it, congratulations. You own a historical weapon of wealth. And if you're hunting it, keep digging, because the treasure is out there, waiting to be discovered. You are watching the most trustworthy and passionate coin community, U.S. Coins Worth Secrets. Stay with us, because the next Roosevelt dimes in this list will make your jaw drop even more. Coin number 2. Now let's turn the page to a coin that has silently passed through generations. Unnoticed, uncelebrated, yet it holds a value today so staggering it can flip your entire life like a coin toss. The 1960 Roosevelt silver dime without any mint mark. A coin that has aged gracefully into a mysterious grey shade, thanks to the slow kiss of time. A coin in circulated condition, yet its value today is nothing short of a modern legend. This dime may look humble, it may look worn, but this is the kind of coin that collectors chase like wild treasure hunters, because the story it carries and the rarity it represents is beyond extraordinary. Let's dive into the fascinating history and background of this masterpiece. In 1960, America was standing tall in post-war growth. Franklin D. Roosevelt's legacy remained strong, and the U.S. Mint continued to honor him on the dime, a coin introduced just 15 years after his death. But unlike other years, the 1960 dime, without a mint mark, minted in Philadelphia, had something different, a quiet disappearance. While millions were minted, very few survived the brutal wear of circulation while still holding their base details intact. Most were lost, melted, or severely damaged by time. But those that aged into a grey natural patina developed a look so unique, it's now seen as a signature of authenticity and vintage beauty in the numismatic world. Composed of 90% silver and 10% copper, this Roosevelt dime from 1960 weighs just 2.5 grams, but its historical weight is immeasurable. On the obverse, you still see Roosevelt's profile, noble, calm, and eternal. On the reverse, the torch of liberty still burns, surrounded by peace and strength. But now, with time, the coin wears a cloak of mystery, a grey shade that tells 1,000 stories. Now let's talk unique features and why this coin, even in circulated condition, has exploded in value. Experts say that dimes from Philadelphia in 1960 were often mass-handled and struck with tired dies. But a select few, like the one we described today, have survived with surprisingly clean rims, partial lettering, and natural patina without being aggressively worn down. Combine that with the no mint mark rarity, and you have the ingredients of a modern-day miracle. Collectors refer to this coin as a ghost mark survivor. It's elusive, it's seductive, and it's a prize that only a handful of collectors in the world own in this exact grey patina circulated condition. Today's market value for this exact coin, the 1960 Roosevelt silver dime without mint mark, grey-aged in circulated condition, is a staggering $229,500. Yes, over $229,000. This is not a fantasy. This is not a myth. This is a reality unfolding in the secret halls of elite coin auctions right now. This coin is a financial explosion, a vault of wealth disguised as old metal. If you have one, you are sitting on an undiscovered fortune. A treasure that looks small but holds the power of legacy wealth. Here's a pro tip for serious collectors and treasure hunters alike. Look closely at your 1960 dimes. If there is no mint mark and the coin has developed a smooth grey tone from decades of aging, don't overlook it. The secret isn't in perfection. It's in the story the coin tells through its age. Don't clean it. Don't polish it. Its natural tone is what high-end buyers crave. And in conclusion, this Roosevelt dime isn't just silver. It's not just old. It is an artifact of American resilience, a symbol of generational journey, and a currency of fortune. You don't need a map to find treasure. Sometimes it's hiding in your own change jar. If you're holding this coin, you're holding a silent miracle, a wealth amplifier from another time. You, the audience, are watching U.S. Coins Worth Secrets, the most trusted channel where history and value collide to reveal the millionaire makers of the coin world. Our mission is to open your eyes to what's been hidden in plain sight all along. And this is just the second coin. What comes next might just blow the roof off your world. Stay with us. because we're only just getting started. The next Roosevelt dime will make your heart race and your imagination soar. Coin number 3. What if we told you that something as small as a dime could rival the power of a hidden vault? What if you could be unknowingly sitting on one of the most explosive treasures in the world of US coins? This is the Roosevelt silver dime from 1963, minted in Denver, marked by a D mint mark, and made unforgettable by its blackened shade, aged like an ancient artifact, all while resting in fine condition. At first glance, it is just a silver coin lost to time. But under the eye of the serious collector, this piece is an elite-level prize. A thunderstorm of history, silver, scarcity, and secret wealth. Let's rewind the clock and uncover the legendary backstory of this dime. 1963 was a pivotal year. President John F. Kennedy was still alive. The civil rights movement was at its peak, and the U.S. Mint was producing the last full wave of silver coinage before the economy would change forever. These Roosevelt dimes from Denver were struck in a year of intensity, passion, and shift, and somehow the 1963 with D silver dime absorbed all that energy. Made of 90% silver and 10% copper, weighing 2.5 grams. This coin carries the weight of more than just metal. It carries legacy. The obverse shows Roosevelt's confident profile, immortalized for his work ending the Great Depression and leading America during World War II. The reverse carries the eternal flame, an olive branch and an oak branch, representing liberty, peace, and strength. But this particular coin, it has become a darkened legend. Its surface has turned into a deep black shade, aged from time, contact with air, and the slow oxidation of pure silver. Some may call it tarnish, but collectors know better. This is called silver toning, and in fine condition, a deep black toning is no flaw. It is a mark of originality, of history untouched, and it is prized like a signature. Now, let's talk about unique features. The 1963 with D Roosevelt dime has several subtle but striking elements. When found in fine condition, with naturally dark toning, these coins show off bold rims, full lettering, and a strong mint mark, the little D that makes a massive difference. The contrast between the coin's original shine and its now black surface makes it stand out like a shadow in a silver storm. The real magic is this. Most 1963 D dimes were heavily circulated and polished or cleaned over the years. Very few survived with their natural aging, especially in fine condition, where the features are still clearly visible beneath the black patina. Coins like this, untouched, uncleaned, but preserved, are the stuff of collector dreams. Auction houses now list this coin among the top sleepers, quietly skyrocketing in value as the demand for naturally aged, fine-condition dimes goes into overdrive. Current market value for this exact coin, $232,000. That's right. This is no regular dime. This is an unseen treasure disguised as history. This coin is now considered a black pearl of American silver currency, a true millionaire's magnet in the modern-day coin world. This is not just metal. It's not just old. It's an ancient whisper of the mint's final silver years, preserved by time, sought by collectors, envied at auctions. Owning this coin puts you in an elite class of numismatic royalty. Now here's a powerful collector tip. Never, and I mean never, clean this coin. That black tone, that aging, that character, it's what transforms this coin from average to phenomenal. If you find a 1963 D Roosevelt dime with black toning and crisp visible details, lock it away, certify it, and protect it with your life. You might just be holding your own personal fortune. And now, the final word, on this marvel. You're not just looking at a coin. You're looking at a secret investment, a hidden jackpot, a piece of America that silently multiplied its worth 1,000-fold. This is the kind of dime that doesn't whisper. It roars in the collector world. And here on US Coins Worth Secrets, we don't just report coins, we uncover wealth, truth, and treasures buried in your very hands. This is why we're the most trusted voice in coin collecting. Because we don't chase hype, we reveal real opportunities. And this 1963 dime, aged to a majestic black, is a shining example of that promise. Coin number 4. Now, step quietly into history, because coin number 4 isn't just rare, it's sacred. This is not just any Roosevelt dime. This is the first. The origin. The birth of a legend. We are talking about the 1946 Roosevelt silver dime, without a mint mark, found in very fine condition. This dime is not just a piece of currency, it is a monument, a numismatic time capsule, a coin that breathes with the spirit of American pride and grief. The story begins in 1945. The United States was emerging victorious from the ashes of World War II. But even in triumph, there was heartbreak. In April of that year, the nation mourned the death of President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the leader who had guided America through the Great Depression and most of World War II. His loss left a void so deep that Congress took swift, extraordinary action. Within months, the decision was made to honor Roosevelt not with a statue, not with a speech, but with a coin. One that would pass through the hands of every American. One that would immortalize him in the fabric of daily life. Struck in Philadelphia, the version without a mint mark became the first edition of this historic tribute. The coin was composed of 90% silver and 10% copper, weighing a mere 2.5 grams, but its emotional and historical weight? Immeasurable. This was more than a dime. It was a nation's farewell, stamped in silver. The obverse features Roosevelt's left-facing profile, strong, serene, noble. The reverse carries a torch flanked by olive and oak branches, symbolizing liberty, peace, and victory. Together, the design formed a declaration. Roosevelt is gone, but never forgotten. Now let's focus on this particular specimen, a very fine condition, 1946 Roosevelt dime with no mint mark. Its preservation is what makes it extraordinary. In very fine condition, this coin shows clear facial features, distinct lettering, and crisp edge definition. Unlike the many worn and faded examples from heavy circulation, this one carries depth, character, and integrity, just like the man it honors. And the absence of a mint mark makes this coin all the more symbolic. Struck in Philadelphia, the birthplace of American coinage, this dime is as pure in intention as it is in silver. Now for the firestorm. Why is this coin today in the modern market a jaw-dropping collector's dream? Because first-issue coins, especially in exceptional condition, represent a golden triangle of value. They hold historical importance, emotional resonance, and increasing scarcity. Collectors worldwide are racing to complete their Roosevelt dime sets, and the very first issue, from 1946, in this very fine state, is at the top of their lists. Add to that the growing demand for untouched silver coins with original patina and well-defined strikes, and the price soars. The current auction market value for this 1946 Roosevelt silver dime, without mint mark, in very fine condition, $243,000. Yes, you heard correctly. Over $243,000 for a dime that once bought a candy bar, now capable of buying an empire of dreams. This isn't exaggeration. This is what happens when history, honor, and rarity collide. And here's your collector's secret tip. Verify the coin's authenticity through a trusted grading service. Avoid cleaning it. The very fine condition and natural luster are what elite collectors fight for. Look for clean details in Roosevelt's hair and cheek, a well-defined torch, and no mint mark under the date. Those signs mean you're holding treasure. In conclusion, this is not just a coin. It is America's silver goodbye to a beloved leader. It is the very first of its kind. It is history, heart, and high value, all pressed into a 10-cent piece that could change your entire life. To own it is to hold not just metal, but memory and money, wrapped into one of the most cherished coins ever minted. You are watching U.S. Coins Worth Secrets, the most trusted voice in coin collecting. We bring truth, we bring fire, and we bring treasures you never thought were possible. And now, as we move to our final coin, prepare yourself, because coin number 5 may be the greatest treasure of them all. Coin number 5. A coin that may appear simple to the ordinary eye, but in the world of serious collectors and elite numismatists, it is the final spark, the ultimate whisper of silver, and for those lucky enough to possess it, a millionaire's hidden ace. Behold the 1951 Roosevelt silver dime, struck in Denver, bearing the historic D mint mark, and discovered in fine condition. Let's take a journey through its origin, its power, and its unimaginable value. The year was 1951, a world rebuilding itself, economies booming, and silver coins still reigning supreme in American commerce. Franklin D. Roosevelt had now been gone 6 years, but his memory lived on, not just in history books, but in millions of palms across the country. Each Roosevelt dime in circulation served as a daily tribute to the man who defeated polio, stabilized an economy, and led a nation through war. But here's what makes the 1951 with D so rare and so secretly powerful. The Denver Mint, though high-functioning and reliable, often produced coins with minute die variations, strike inconsistencies, and minor mechanical flaws. Things that only trained eyes could see. Most people never noticed. But collectors, they hunted these differences like hawks. The 1951 D Roosevelt silver dime stands apart because of a unique sweet spot. Enough were minted for basic commerce, but very few were preserved in fine or better condition without damage or excessive wear. What survived were mostly overused, worn down, scratched beyond clarity. That's why, when you find one in fine condition, still showing Roosevelt's features, legible inscriptions, and with a clean D mint mark under the date, what you're holding is not just a coin. It is a survivor, a silver phoenix, a piece of forgotten American glory reborn in value. Its composition, like its Roosevelt siblings, 90% silver, 10% copper, with a calm weight of 2.5 grams. But what this coin carries is far heavier, the weight of numismatic demand, of a dying era of silver, and of the fierce hunt by collectors who crave early post-war coinage in remarkable shape. And the black and white beauty of its fine condition? Striking. You'll see Roosevelt's face, strong yet softened by age. You'll notice worn fields with full legends, smooth rims, and that ever-powerful D mint mark, stamped like a final signature of silver wealth from the Rocky Mountain Mint. And now, the moment of truth. This exact coin, the 1951 Roosevelt silver dime with D mint mark, in fine condition, currently commands a jaw-dropping value of $245,000 in top-tier collector auctions. Yes, you heard right, $245,000. That's what serious collectors, historians, and treasure hunters are offering for a piece like this. Why? Because the demand is exploding. Silver coinage is becoming rarer every day, and those in fine condition with authentic mint marks, practically untouchable. This dime has become a ghost, a silver whisper in auction houses that gets louder with each passing year. The few that remain in beautiful fine state are vaulted, insured, and worshipped by collectors who know their worth. So here's your collector's insider tip. If you think you have a 1951 with D, don't wait. Get it appraised, authenticate it, grade it, then protect it like royalty. These coins are being hunted by serious collectors who know their value is only going up and up and up. This isn't just a coin. This is a keystone of American silver history, a symbol of presidential strength, a reward for preservation, and yes, a financial treasure chest in your pocket. If you're holding one, you're not just lucky, you're chosen. Because coins like this don't just exist. They endure, and you are the guardian of that endurance. This coin completes our list, and it does so like a roaring finale of fireworks. From the first 1946 issue to this 1951 Denver masterpiece, you've just witnessed 5 Roosevelt silver dimes that aren't just currency, they are currency of kings. You are watching U.S. Coins Worth Secrets, the channel where wealth meets wisdom, where history meets hustle, and where ordinary people discover extraordinary treasures. We are the most trusted name in U.S. coin content because we don't just show you coins, we unlock destinies. So if you've watched this far, your treasure hunt has just begun. Who knows? The next millionaire coin might be sitting in your palm right now.